Hi.
How much of the plot do you know in ahead? Or like, for example, with this season, did you guys just come in to read one day and the writers were just like, so you're all going back in time?
That would be cool. But no, they did. They actually did phone. They did phone each of us and let us know probably about a couple months before we started production, and they just called us and said, so this is what we're planning on doing. What do you think? And I think all of us were pretty stoked. So yeah, no, they did. They were kind enough to give us a bit of advancement. But yay.
Hi.
Hi.
One of my favorite things about Jo is she's just a total butt-kicking kind of girl.
Yeah.
And that's one of the qualities that I absolutely love about her. What are some of the other qualities that you really like about the character of Jo?
I love how confident she is. I love that she trusts herself. She trusts in what she believes. She has good morals. She has a great respect for her friends and for the people that are important to her, and the team that's important to her. She's got a lot of really great moral qualities that I like, and she's strong. Yeah. And I'm strong. You guys bored of me yet? I can play Colin. That's what Colin would be doing if I was here answering questions, if he was here. Okay, next question. Hi.
Okay, this is one you can tell on Joe Morton and Neil Greystone. How much trouble do they have learning all these scientific terms that they have to spout?
You know what? They're two of the people that are really, really great at it. Who also has a really kind of freak knack for it. It's Niall Bader, who plays Zane. He memorizes that stuff in a second and it just rolls off of his tongue. It's actually quite shocking. And his only fault in that is that they keep writing him to say more and more and more and more because he does it so well. But Neil and Joe, they're pretty good at it. They don't have any problems. I won't name anybody who does them. Next.
Hi.
Hello.
Better?
Yes, I can.
All right. Hi. I wanted to say I know Eureka's show about smart people and brains over wrong, but it's nice to see butt kicking Joe, like in this season's premiere when you took on 8 soldiers at one time.
That was fun.
Yeah, that was fun. And because sometimes you just have to punch somebody. It's one of those things. And I was just curious.
Sometimes.
And I was just curious, would you like to see more of that? Even though it is a smart show, would you like to see Joe use a lot more of her special forces butt-kicking techniques?
Absolutely. That was one of my biggest requests going out of last year. Going into this season, it's, in my opinion, a waste. If you have a character that has special forces and is supposed to be strong and tough and have all these tactical skills, I think it's a huge waste to not utilize them. So that was one of my biggest requests, and it was answered. So I think this season I've had a lot more to do, and I think there's a lot more to come. So, yeah. Thank you for your question. Next.
My question kind of ties into that one. I was going to ask
You can't take his question, I'm sorry. That was his question.
In the premiere of the season, when you make your epic entrance on the motorcycle and the fighting, how much of that was you and how much fun did you have doing it?
You know what? I wish I could say the motorcycle stuff is me. I don't ride a motorcycle. That wasn't me. The fighting was all me. So I did have a wonderful stunt girl who actually did do the motorcycle stuff. There was me on the motorcycle. But that was all green screen and a fan blowing in my hair. But she actually did the crash. But the rollover and all the fighting and flipping guys and stuff, that was all me. So, anyways. I told you I was strong.
Hello. Joe has had a multitude, but several romantic encounters with various characters over the time.
I was going to say something really wrong, and I don't know if I'm allowed to say it. Nothing, go on. No, I can't. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that word. Can I say the word whore?
I wasn't going to go there, but
I heard a no in the back. Sorry.
Say it rhymes with schmorn. Okay. But so being a schmorn, you've been with dog catchers and you've had computer geeks, various other people. Which one have you felt that you actually had the best charisma and actual connection with?
Well, Niall and I have had the longest romantic relationship. So probably him, just because we've actually had an ongoing relationship. Where with Frewer and Fargo and I had one kiss, and Frew and I had a naked picnic.
Yeah.
So I would say Niall.
Thank
Thank you for your question. Was that the right answer? Were you hoping for someone
Good.
else?
No, that works. Thank you.
And then there was the robot. Yeah, the robot. Yeah. What's that? How was the robot? Don't make me. Okay, you just heard me say the H word. Okay, no, I'm just kidding. Next question. Move away from the subject.
As we know, Joe is a weapons expert.
Yes.
Before this role, had you ever shot a gun?
No. When I got the part, I'm not actually a big fan of guns. Does that hurt your feelings if I say that? No. Sorry. Yes. I'm not. But when I did get the part, they had me assemble and disassemble a shotgun and the gun that I used, which I can't remember in the pilot, which I can't remember what it was, but I practiced that, and then in the pilot I actually shot. It was a blank, but I shot, and I've shot a shotgun before, but that was in the mountains, and it was a camping trip, and I swear there was no animals on the other side. I think it was blanks too, actually. But no, I had no experience, and I did feel better about a gun when I actually held it, sort of, because you don't know anything about the weapon, and you pick it up, and it's intimidating. So.
Okay, well, I have a slightly different follow-up question depending on the answer. Okay. If you were to go up against Colin shooting targets,
I would
who do you
win.
think? Who do you think? Okay.
I would always win. I will always win against Colin in anything. Or Carter. Joe will always beat Carter as well.
Hi. Hello. You guys have had some amazing guest stars this year. James Callis, Lily, and Felicia Day is coming up. Who would you like to see as a guest star in Eureka?
Oh, that's such a good question. I don't know. But that's a good question. Who would you like to see? Who? Done. Done. Go, my people. Go. What's that? Betty White? Oh my God, yes. Betty White. Betty White. Done. What's that? I can't hear you. Oh my God, I love this storyline. That would be, those two together would be the funny, oh my God, I love this storyline. Okay, I'm going to try to make this happen. Betty White, Colin's mom. Done. And of course, Neil Patrick Harris.
Okay, I was just wondering, what did you think about the show when they first asked you to do it?
When I first auditioned for the show, it was actually really funny. When I auditioned for the show, I'm going to try to make this long story brief. I lived in LA, and I moved to LA to get a TV series, and I ended up living there, running out of money, and there was this TV series called Eureka that was sort of over my head, and I did an audition for it in LA. I went home on Friday, auditioned on Monday, and booked it on Saturday. So apparently I was good for the role. And after that, I had booked it. I hadn't even read a script, so I just knew the sides and I knew the characters. So I was, I think with genre shows, as an actor, there is a little bit of a fear that you can be typecast. So there's a bit of a hesitation, but I do love science fiction. I do love, sort of anything, fiction in general, I think I'm a big fan of. So I was definitely open to reading the script. I read the script and I loved the show. I fell in love with it. I thought it was really smart. It was very funny, and there wasn't at that time especially, there wasn't a lot of funny shows, like TV series on television. There was a lot of cops and hospitals and emergencies and lawyers and, you know, so, and then I got cast and I went to camera and we just had a really great connection.